From Spirit Airlines, who brought you extra baggage fees.
Oh, you got to pay for that carry-on.
But it says free carry-on.
Do you have a wallet?
Yeah.
That counts as a carry-on.
And Frontier Airline, who brought you reduced legroom. Excuse me, I need you to put your seat in the upright position.
I am.
No, it moves a bit further up.
If I move it up further, my knees will be in that guy's back.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. It's for your safety.
Is it?
Spirit Airlines and Frontier Airlines are merging to become a new airline.
A better airline?
No, not at all.
Oh.
We're talking larger fees with less perks.
Why would I want that?
You want to walk to Vegas?
No. What's this new airline called?
Up Your Ass Air. It is what it is.
Okay, that's rude.
Give me $20.
Why?
'Cause.
Well,
now it's 30. Up Your Ass Airways. We like the sound of that. What's going on, Empire of the Stupid Talking Stupid on the DVM Production Empire? I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear. We read the stupid, so you don't have to.
Jesus Christ, take those off.
What? This is my cold open sunglasses, Patrick. This is how I do the cold open now.
Okay, cool.
Cause I got this cold look, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, he cold. Shit, he's smooth as fuck. Yeah. Eyebrows are hidden, so I can't do that properly.
Yeah.
What's up? One time, do it up for the kids.
Okay. Sure,
Patrick. It's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
It's right.
The kids are worried.
Patrick, it's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
I'm doing this for the kids.
Oh,
just because Patrick's pro-cancer doesn't mean we all have to be.
Hey, I'm picking a winner, you know?
The numbers are on its side. I know not everyone loves the Yankees.
Look at the statistics. But look at
27 championships.
Yeah.
It's always important that we start the show off aligning Patrick to something that he cares about so deeply.
Yeah, right.
And that is being pro-cancer.
It's one of my favorite Scrubs lines. There's nothing you can do about it. Oh my God. So
here we go.
We got stuff. We got stupid stuff. There it is. Thanks.
Pro-cancer. All right, now that we've gotten that out of the way, we can take those beauties off.
The only benefit to them was they hide most of your face.
I know. And now
it's like a flashbang.
I have my light on. I have my light down as low as it. Oh, you know what? I just realized why it's so bright in here. I had a there we go.
There meeting, and you didn't want to look super sexy.
It was so dark in here.
You're like, yeah, Bear bringing you the Zoom all night long. Like, so tell me.
It was sitting there like this. I'm like, tell me about this work stuff. So I had to turn a couple of lights on.
I'm trying to be professional.
Tell me about this corporate synergy.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was one of those hour-long work meetings that took over 2 hours. You know?
Yeah, it'll just be an hour. Times 2.
And it's like I got the email for it like 2 days ago, and I was like, I guess I'll just wake up early and do podcast stuff. I did. I got the majority of it done, and I'm like, that's fine. This is hour-long meeting, maybe an hour and a half. I'll have over an hour left to do podcast stuff. I literally exited out of that meeting at like 3:48.
You can always tell you were up early working on it when like the Facebook post is like at 11.
Yeah, I was
not like 2. It's like,
you know why?
Look who's up. It was like Chipper.
No, you know why I put it up that early was because I was doing a camera test for the Zoom meeting, and I was like, well, I got to see if the camera looks good. I'll just pull up StreamYard. Might as well make the event while I'm here. So I was being very proactive with my morning, and then I still got late. But yeah, let's just jump right in.
I'll jump right in.
Patrick, you heard of Satan?
I've heard of him.
He's trying to corrupt
I've heard that
Utah
too.
people's driver's license.
Oh yeah,
the residents of Utah, they don't want him.
Yeah, I hear that they try to corrupt the Super Bowl halftime show every year.
Oh well, I mean, there was that 1 year where we saw a nipple and then TV changed forever.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got on the board then.
Yeah.
And then there's all those other years we had to listen to really terrible shows.
Right. And then Beyonce was coming for everybody, and then women were mad that like their husbands were getting like a boner to Shakira and J-Lo. So, I don't think they were upset about that so much as I think they were like upset about like the time that they like experimented in college, and then it was like coming back to them, and they were like, oh, I should have stayed lesbian.
Yeah, there was do you know this picture of the halftime show from Beyonce? Hold on.
Is it like with the like they're like
that one?
And they're like, look at her. Well, there's a whole thing about her and how she's like inhabited by a demon.
Oh, Sasha Fierce.
Yeah, Sasha Fierce. Yeah. And how she becomes that demon. And I'm like,
didn't she release an album as Sasha Fierce?
$1 million demon shit.
Yeah, right.
I got a demon that makes $1 million for me. I'm like, come on in.
If I have a demon in me, it's because I ate a gas station burrito.
Dude, I could tell you stories.
I'd rather you not, because I got too many of my own.
I know.
I remember the year that Shakira and J-Lo were doing it. We were at work. There was, I think, 2 customers in the building, and the only time that Jen cared about watching the Super Bowl was that halftime show. The customers would not talk to her for like the entire first half. The second halftime starts, and the performance starts. Like, excuse me, and they started harassing her from like over half of the performance. She's like, these motherfuckers. That's what the one thing I wanted. This fucking football game. So for some reason, since then, she hasn't wanted to watch football today.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm excited for this one now.
Yeah, the show or the game?
The show.
Yeah. Because of Mary J.
Blige.
For
the game. Like I want the Bengals to win because I kind of like that, like their quarterback. But at the same time, I think Matthew Stafford has like been on a shitty team for so long.
He kind of deserves it.
He kind of is just like
the
fact that he hasn't ended it yet is like just a testament to like the will of like a champion. So like let's just make him a champion.
Right.
Like he was in Detroit for so long. Detroit doesn't want to be Detroit. Like,
Man, there's that game when he was a rookie where his shoulder got separated on like the game-winning drive. It fucking got separated, and then someone called, like the other team called a timeout, so he was able to go back in even though he had to get removed for injury. But the other team called a timeout, so he went back in with the fucking separated shoulder, threw a touchdown, and I think the 2-point conversion. And then like he's running around on the field like don't touch my arm, don't touch my arm, don't touch my arm. Like he's running around with the arm slumped, and everyone's like slapping him on the back, like, "Hey, good game." He's like, "Ow, ow, 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 ow."
Well, then there's that he's gonna do that fake spike. He's like, let's spike. No, it's not. Let's jump. Then there's like, oh god. But then you're just like, he's still in Detroit.
Right. Now the problem is he's got Sean McVay as a coach, and there's just something about that douche's face I don't like.
Yeah, like he really looks like he's about to like close down like somebody's community center.
Not to mention, LA doesn't fucking deserve a Super Bowl win. Fuck you. You don't even care about the team. You didn't know they were playing.
They didn't know that. I mean, I don't know if this is a story, but did you know that they had a pep rally?
Yeah, but
nobody came.
That's not the story you think it is, because they only invited 3,000 people. Like
nobody came.
They only invited like the rich season ticket holders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they wanted to.
That is very LA.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about the people. They just care about the fucking money.
But at the same time, like,
You know,
I don't even think the
Cincinnati's like,
people
we're
in LA
doing this
would
for
have showed.
Harambe.
Yeah, I don't think the people in LA would have showed up. I think would have been like, oh, what are we going to take? The 101 to Van Nuys? And then be like, what are
And not to mention, they had it like an hour
take
away from
Pico
LA.
to Colorado.
They had to have it like way far away too because all the venues were booked, and so they had to have it super far away too. So any fans that were in the city, I was like, I'm not gonna drive an hour on my way to go to a pep rally.
Well, it's not an hour. I mean, you've driven in LA. Nothing's an hour.
I mean, technically, I've never driven in LA.
Well, you've ridden shotgun
Yes,
in LA.
I have.
But you know, it takes
You
us
had
forever
that
to get
imaginary
anywhere.
floor mat jam up under the gas pedal.
Oh my god, it was the worst.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's the worst.
Digital Satan.
Digital Satan. So in the Utah House Committee on Monday, they had a bill that they're trying to pass. It's SB 88. It aims to move the use beyond the current pilot program, which allows people to carry a copy of their driver's license on their smartphones. So you could basically have like an app version of your driver's license. It'll create a one-time use QR code so anyone that needs to can scan it and it shows up in the database. The same as if you scan the barcode on the back of an ID at the bar and it gives you the person's information.
Right.
It's basically that, but on your smartphone.
Sure.
Naturally, it's Utah, so there's a bunch of level-headed people there.
Oh yeah, these are the same people that believe in like Joseph Smith and the plates and the.
Well, you saying you don't believe in plates? What do you eat your food off of?
I believe in plates. I just don't believe in plates that like supposedly like change the scripture, and that only one guy was able to read, and then he forgot what he wrote, and he said there were changes made, and oh by the way, you can have multiple wives. Oh, but now you can't because we changed it.
It's like you can only have one wife, and then his wife is like, Susan's pretty hot. He's like, you can have multiple wives.
I don't even think they were into it. Let me tell you right now. You ever watch the show Big Love?
No.
Like, dude, this guy.
No, I can only appreciate medium-sized love and lower.
Yeah, well, Big Love is about a guy, and he has 3 houses, and he's got 3 wives, and he's got like kids, and I'm just like, who wants all that? Like, you can barely function with like Jen and like the kid.
Honestly,
like you want 3 other houses?
No,
2 other houses, right?
No, I very much don't.
Right.
And not out of a strange sense of loyalty. It's just out of oh my god, it'd be so annoying.
Right. They gotta like keep a schedule. No.
So yeah, they say the app produces a QR code that connects to the database. It's a one-time use thing, so it's not just like your information is just falling out everywhere you go. There's a packed room of opponents though that had to be yelled at multiple times for causing vocal outbursts because they're just screaming about they're shouting about conspiracy theories and worries about it going down the road of tyranny. The usual stuff, Patrick.
Excuse me. I have something to say to this panel.
Okay, what is it?
I cannot have my information on the card due to the fact that I believe that is the second coming of Satan.
Okay, well, when did Satan come the first time around? Because we got a lot of the
Everybody knows that the first time that Satan came was the first time that they came, and they said that they had a new recipe for Coca-Cola, and nobody liked new Coke, and then they got rid of new Coke, so they got rid of that, and that was the time we got rid of Satan. And the QR codes on the back of this ID will be opening the door. Everybody, please say amen.
Amen. And you know what? She right. Because Satan tried to come back with that Crystal Pepsi, and we said, nuh-uh.
That's right. Even though it was good for a little bit, but then that's Satan for you.
No, it wasn't that good. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't like it from the beginning.
Okay, well that's fine, but I'm just saying. But at any rate,
it's the whole different.
I know. I
Why
understand.
Is it clear?
But that was the point. That was the marketing. It was just going to be something different. Same thing.
I don't know why things got to be different. I'm setting my ways just like this country is. Why would that change?
Because that's Satan trying to get you.
Well, it sounds like you're saying trying to change me now.
I'm not trying to change you.
Saying all cola has to be brown?
Are you saying what?
Say
what are you saying?
Say it with your chest.
I'm saying right
I
now
heard that on the internet. That's how you tell people to say things. Say it with your chest.
I'm saying, I hear people go right before they punch you in the face for being like a demon. You yell, "World Star!"
This session has gotten out of order.
Next, we'll be talking about masks in schools.
Oh, have I got something for you? Pepsi Blue. Yeah, these people are complaining.
They got rid of Baja Blast at Taco Bell, and Jesus will never return.
And they put booze in it. It's been corrupted by Satan. Those people are there angry. They're like, we hear you lying to us every day. You know, they're saying it's
like, listen, I do not understand what you say when you trail off going rubber.
That's when I make my strongest points.
I would just enunciate words.
They're saying it's the very beginning of the discrimination against the unvaccinated, saying vaccine passports are everywhere. Show your papers. Like, hello, is this America or not? How dare you propose something that on the path to take away our liberty?
You know,
other people comparing it to the Holocaust. You know, this feels like you're moving one step closer to the mark of the beast. The book of Revelation states that we will not be able to buy or sell goods without the mark of the beast. And this other person says,
I would love to see where it says that. I would love to see where it says that in the Bible.
It says in the Bible, let he who is without smartphone cast the first stone.
I would love to see where they're like, and then he said unto Joseph, you will not be able to purchase things.
You're stuck with Amazon, and that's it.
Thou will not be able to attend a major event, and it will be unto him
2-day shipping be done.
That he will have to watch pay-per-view.
This person,
and that's going away, idiots.
This person who's actually named Karen said everything about a digital driver's license brings wrong and evil. It's just a straight path to a train ride to concentration camps. And then they even
really
said, like,
not.
They said participation was voluntary, so you don't even have to use the app if you don't want to, and the app users could not be tracked. Like you're more susceptible to have bad shit happen to you if you just drop your license somewhere. But God forbid you make things a little bit easier in the digital age.
Honestly, you know what? And I know how you hate getting political. But this all goes down to the aspect of voting. As long as we have to have a card in our pocket, and it makes it harder for people in, whether it's different people, like black people in black areas and everything, people who have a hard time who do not drive. They live in cities. They don't have cars. They don't need driver's license. They don't have ID. It's harder for them to get it. As soon as we can get something on our phone, it's over. It's done. That's what it comes down to.
No,
it's got nothing to do with the devil. It's got nothing to do with the devil.
You're done, buddy.
It's got nothing to do with Satan.
Because I got me myself an attack squirrel. I'm going to send him your way to get what I want. Mickey Joe Polk was arrested
for
all the way back in 2019, but his trial keeps getting delayed. He's allegedly been charged with crimes that, like, he kept a squirrel supplied with methamphetamine to make it attack people. So this guy trained a squirrel with meth to attack people. Why is he not having his own show on the Animal Planet?
Right?
On the Discovery Channel. I'm like, hold on. Like, there's a couple people that can partially domesticate a squirrel where it's like, I got him used to feeding, or I found him as a baby, raised him myself, so you trust me and all that good stuff. But this motherfucker over here, this Disney princess motherfucker, has got methamphetamines. He's just hopping up a squirrel.
It's like, I'll let you know where all like the nuts are. It's fine.
It's like if Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers got crossed with Breaking Bad.
I would love to be like that guy's neighbor and be like, oh shoot, you're the new neighbor? Come on in. Have a sit and smell. You can have that blow up chair, or I got that new bean bag. Have a seat. So where are you from? What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
You're from New York. Ooh, New York, huh?
My name is Justin.
Justin, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the neighborhood. What's going on? So I got a quick question. Do you have like any like Sudafed or anything like that, or like have you like purchased any Sudafed recently?
No, I don't really get sick,
You
so I don't
don't.
have to
Oh, you
buy
don't
it.
get sick, so they don't see you all the time.
No.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Okay, well, so here's the thing. This is what I just need you to do a quick errand for me. So you see my squirrel over here. My squirrel's sick. This is Rufus. Say what's up, Rufus. And then he's gonna like he's like, so Rufus is don't mind him, he's just high on meth. But
Oh,
I just
yeah, my dog too. Yeah, yeah.
oh really? You trained him?
Well, yeah, I mean, he knows basic commands like sit, stay.
Kill.
Oh no, he's a very peaceful dog. Yeah, he doesn't really do that
Kill
kind of
the
stuff.
intruder.
Oh no, we haven't really had any intruders, so he hasn't had to attack anyone.
Attack the DEA.
Well, I mean, I don't really know why the DEA would come around.
Dismember the Jehovah's Witness.
That one he knows.
That one he knows. That's good. That's a good one. There's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses in this neighborhood. You're gonna have to carry that one on with you. He's gonna, but he is a unruly sort. Doesn't even like nuts anymore. Just blood.
He got charged with chemical endangerment of a child and trafficking methamphetamine, as well as some drugs and weapon charges. But if you've got an attack squirrel, why do you need any weapons? You have the ultimate weapon. It can attack from the ground. It can attack from the air.
You can keep it in a holster.
You could. Do you just let it go and it flies through time and space, or
yeah, right? Flying
is it one of those things where okay, so it doesn't need like a running start or anything? It just kind of goes, or it's like you pull it out of a holster and like use a slingshot and shoot him at him.
It bites him on the neck and he's bleeding, and then he looks at the camera and goes, "And now for something you'll really like." Meanwhile, he's like bleeding.
Speaking of things you really like, Patrick, how do you feel about cheese?
Oh gosh, I never tried it. Is it? It's just this something new? Is this? I fucking love cheese.
Yeah. How many days in a row do you think you can go without eating cheese?
Okay,
like if you had to challenge yourself.
This is really the wrong time to ask me because I'm kind of like on like this like diet and stuff like
where
that.
You eat nothing but cheese.
All cheese all the time. No, I haven't been eating a lot of cheese lately.
Okay,
but, so I've gone like a week. Like I have a week with like no cheese in my diet.
Okay. Did you die?
No.
Did your body have withdrawals where you violently shook and sweat and couldn't sleep? And
no, I think that's from the. I think that was from the caffeine and the sugar.
Okay. Because New York City Mayor Eric Adams, who is a vegan, he identifies as a vegan.
I don't know if he identifies as a vegan. I think he's just a vegan.
No, because he was promoting the diet during a press conference, while also announcing new lifestyle medicine services at some city hospitals. That he led a demonstration on how to make vegan chili, where he made a comparison that had left some people going, "The fuck did you just say?" He says, "Yeah, I don't have this great self-discipline. Food is like a drug. You take someone on heroin, put them in one room, and someone hooked on cheese, put them in another room, and you take it away. I challenge you to tell me who the person who's hooked on heroin and who's hooked on cheese."
I get that. I understand that.
Listen, the only person I think that I would relate to this was probably Jen.
Jen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. So, being an avid viewer of your vacation photos.
Oh, okay.
Like more often than not, when you guys you'll go to Minnesota and you're you find like some obscure food truck. There is a look of she gets like some obscure food. There is a look of a person who has just shot up heroin.
Mm-hmm. Like she just scored.
Like she just scored. And she doesn't care about the next one. And there is something that you would have seen in maybe a 90s after school special. Yeah, there is that look. So I get that. And I understand that you live with that every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you're a hero.
Thank you. I just want some kind of
recognition.
Okay, but see, here's the thing. It's not crack. We're talking about heroin.
Yeah, I said heroin.
See, no,
Yes
I know.
and Jen. Not yes. I also have another idea.
Dude, she always kills the bits at home too.
I
She's
know,
the
I
worst.
bet.
Like, try to do these bits, and she goes, "No."
Take care of the baby.
Yeah. I had this great bit today where I was holding the baby upside down, and then I couldn't put her down.
She said,
It's great.
"Stop it."
Yeah, this motherfucker called cheese and heroin like the same thing.
You know, and that's vegans fucking think that though. Like they,
This motherfucker
and
was eating fish anyway. They're like, "Hey,
and,
you're eating
right.
fish." He's like, "Listen, I'm not perfect about the diet."
Is that a
Okay.
pescatarian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love when people are like, I'm a pescatarian. I'm like, so, you know, it'd be one thing. So if it's like for health reasons, fine. Like if you don't want to eat red
Sure.
meat, fine. But these
Absolutely.
people who are like, I am all about the animals and you can do what they do to to cows and then they're like, I'm like, do you eat fish? Yeah. So fuck fish? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
It should be like pescatarians. Fuck
Fornicate the
fish.
fish.
You know, because
Fornicate with the fish. To him.
you know, and you know, it's just kind of like I don't know. And then you have sometimes you have to explain the difference between like seafood and fish to people. Like someone's like, "Oh, I can't have shrimp." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "Oh, well, I think I'm allergic to like sardines, so I must be allergic to shrimp." I'm
It's
like,
because they're both tiny.
that's not the same thing.
I mean, if you have a shellfish allergy, I can understand that. Because I know someone that, well, up until recently, thought she had a shellfish allergy. She's gone like her whole life, and then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, maybe that was a misdiagnosis.
Sardines aren't shellfish,
No. I'm talking about shrimp.
right? But I'm saying they had
Yeah.
sardines, and they thought sardines were in the same class as shellfish.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, that is not
No.
true.
You tell them like, no. They come in a can. They're canned fish.
Yikes.
What, Patrick? You saying the sardines don't come in a can?
I had a really bad reaction once to shrimp. Um, and then one day I had like an egg roll. Like this was years later. I stayed away from shrimp because I had that reaction and we thought I was allergic. And when I had an egg roll and to find out that there were tiny shrimp in it, and I was fine. And then so since then I'm just like, I guess I'm all right.
Just going around
So under if you
like a whale
can,
eating krill, just.
dude, if I could, I would.
Oh
Like
yeah,
those
I get it.
there's that Asian market over by Fox Valley Mall. Like you can get some big ass tiger shrimp there.
Really,
You grill the crap out of them. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh my god, yeah. And they got a
Um,
killer food court too.
while we're on the subject of food, we're switch a little bit. It's still dairy. It's dairy related,
Dairy adjacent.
dairy adjacent. A a Vacaville kindergarten in California. It's a K through 8 grade school. Has banned chocolate milk because of its high sugar content. So much like everyone currently going on, if you don't like something, throw a massive protest. So all these students, all the kindergartners through the 8th graders, are now they have a they threw a bit of a tantrum and had a protest demanding they get their chocolate milk back. The school's like, no, there's too much sugar in here. They're like, the fuck you mean, Deborah? Give me my chocolate milk. And I understand. Because like, it's not like, I mean,
No, I get it.
it's milk. So I don't see what's wrong with
And
that.
it's usually like one parent with like something up their ass. It's like
Yeah.
if they didn't like something back then, you know, like more often than not, like the stuff that I see, like even like with like my sister, like there's stuff that she didn't like when she was growing up. So like she's against it now. And I'm like, that's cool, but that was like your opinion, man. Like,
Yeah. Everything starts getting changed because of one person's shitty opinion.
yeah.
Like, oh, I couldn't help but notice you guys are all having fun. I didn't have fun once 12 years ago, so I'm going to ruin this
So
for
I'm gonna
everyone.
ruin it for everybody.
And honestly, like, let's say, okay, they ban they didn't even say like you're like oh, you could be a chocolate milk dealer at school.
Oh yeah.
Like, psst, I got the 2%. And it's the good. You finna give me a transformer for it?
We had pop machines in my school. You couldn't use them until after school. But I
Like,
would
were they
bring.
turned off, or did they just say,
There
don't
was
do it?
No, there's like a timer. You couldn't
Oh, a
use them.
timer.
Yeah, until like 3 o'clock they would go back on. But like honestly, for a while, like I brought I'd put a 6-pack in my backpack and I'd sell them for like $3 a piece.
I mean, honestly, like all you're doing is teaching people to become young entrepreneurs.
Hell yeah.
Saying, hey, this thing is, it's not like it's banned. We're just saying you can't do it for this time.
Or in Edison Trail, the one in the foyer of the one in the foyer of the athletics department by the gym, that one was always on. So when we got keys to, like, we passed down keys to the school, so like the senior theater. When we got keys to the school, I would just sneak in there and buy one for lunch.
Yeah, I remember when in junior high they had a soda vending machine right in the middle of it. And I used to get the Fruitopia Strawberry Passion Awareness. I think I drank at least one of those a day, every day with my lunch. And it's like, oh no, what are these healthy lunch options? One day a week, I think on Mondays was McDonald's day. Tuesday was hot dog day.
The thing. It's like they're trying to save us from, but whatever. But like we would literally all go buy like 2 things of fries each.
Yeah.
Pool them all together and just eat a bunch of fries. So it's like, what are you trying to save us from? Because we're gonna find a way. Or the Little Debbie snacks, like we had Nutty Bars.
Oh God, yeah, Nutty Bars.
I love
every Tuesday I'd get hot dogs and Nutty Bars. That was my fucking lunch. I don't know why I'm not skinny nowadays.
That would still be my lunch if they had that same metabolism.
if my doctor wasn't saying you're gonna die from this,
you're gonna die.
Take a multivitamin and eat some broccoli. Okay, but then can I also have the Nutty Bar and the hot dogs?
Could I, right?
Could
no, and it's worse too because I've been doing this diet and stuff like that, and I'm down. I'm actually down to, finally I'm under 369. Woo!
Yeah. 69.
But at the same time, like they're like, you can do a cheat day. You can do a cheat day if you want to. I'm like, yeah, they do a cheat day, and then I feel like shit. Like I did a cheeseburger from Portillo's, and then I was like,
dude, yeah, that's the worst is when you have a cheat day and like it just hits you really hard.
Right? It's like giving, but at the same time, it's like giving a heroin user a little bit of heroin,
like a little bit of cheese.
It's a slippery slope, for me to go and a hot dog.
You know what else is a slippery slope, Patrick? Ice fishing.
Have you ever gone ice fishing?
No.
It's terrifying.
But Patrick, I want you to listen to what's his asshole's name? From Hudson, Ohio, the mayor Craig Schubert, why he is opposed to ice fishing.
Okay. Additionally, if you open this up to ice fishing, while on the surface it sounds good, then what happens next year? Does someone come back and say, I want an ice shanty?
Okay.
On Hudson Springs Park for X amount of time.
Okay.
And if you then allow ice fishing with shanties, then that leads to another problem.
Yep.
Prostitution.
What? What?
I was going to make the joke. Next thing you know, someone's trying to marry a dog, I was going to, he did it for me.
You go ice fishing, then you put a little shanty on there for your fishing, and then you're fucking hookers. This guy just does not know how to party.
Got the police chief in the police department. Just prostitution.
Knocking on shanties. Knock. Yes.
If this shanty's rocking, don't come a knocking.
Are you fucking in there? No. Are you ice fishing in there? Yeah. Is that a
largemouth bass in your pocket? Or you just happy to see me? No, it's a hooker.
No, it's a hooker. Shit.
Damn it.
No, here's the thing. Especially with
what kind of lures you're using today? Well, I got some worms, I got some 50s, and I got some snails.
Especially with global warming the way it is right now and climate change, I'm not going on any fucking frozen anything because
I mean, you could. They measure how thick the ice is before they let people go on
I
there.
still don't like it.
Well, I mean, once it gets to be, if it's like 5 inches thick, it's not gonna fucking break. You can put a little shanty on there, but no hookers.
No hookers. I've been in one of the. I've done that, and it's not. I mean,
Did you
it's
die?
fun. No.
Okay, then shut your mouth.
There were hookers.
Okay, well, did they die?
But I mean, yeah, I mean,
Was
we
it
used to go.
GTA?
Hell, we used to go snowmobiling on the Michigan lakes. But at the same time, like I just never find it fun. Like they do have like you'll have a thing or like you'll have a generator. Then you have like some heaters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you're just sitting in a fucking small ass shack, and yeah, there's some beers and all right, cool. And you're like, first of all, I don't like fishing to begin with, but I also want to fish while I'm cold.
That's what the heater's for, Patrick.
It's still cold.
That's what the hooker's for, Patrick.
Well, that's fine. I never thought about that. That's what we're trying to stop. That is
trying to stop Patrick from staying warm.
That's a long jump, dude. Like that's what's that? What was that, Tommy Boy?
So matter of fact,
the horrors come in.
It goes from the fishing to the shanties,
because everyone knows
to the hookers.
Everyone knows that sports beget fishing, fishing beget shanties, and shanties beget hookers.
I wouldn't know.
It's the evolution. It's the evolution. Everyone knows. It's right.
All the time.
I would have loved a little, like, I have a crap here. As you see.
It's someone ice fishing. It's a little shanty, and then it's a fucking gangbang. Look at this. You want this on the ice?
It's like the weirdest weather report ever. You can see it's gonna be about 30. It's gonna be about 32 in horse. It's gonna be so enjoy your ice fishing.
Oh my god.
32 with a chance of horse.
It's the weirdest on ice production that Disney's ever done. Whores on ice. We're fishing. Oh man.
The ice capades.
Yep. The speaking of making things better. You ever
you're right. If there are prostitutes, I'll go ice fishing.
Yeah, see? I knew it.
I didn't think you'd like it because I know how you don't like bodies of water.
I don't like the ocean, like being in the middle of the ocean.
Right.
I love being on
go up to the ocean.
Bro, I love being on a lake.
At the ocean, and I'm like, you want to go stick your feet in the Pacific Ocean? And you were like, no.
I didn't have a towel. I was gonna put my sandy feet back in my shoes. Ugh.
They had like faucets and stuff you could wash
them
off in.
Oh, but I couldn't dry them off then.
Good Lord.
Anyway. I put my wet shoes or put my feet into wet shoes.
You were literally wearing flip-flops. I remember we were both wearing fucking flip-flop sandals because we
true.
walked. Yeah, because we walked
true.
The bulk of Venice Beach in goddamn sandals, and we regretted the whole thing.
That's not true. That and the Earth being round. That's both of those aren't true.
Fake news. It's fake news.
So there's have you ever gone to like a museum and seeing a painting and you're like, God, I really want to spice that up a bit?
Sure.
Well, there's a
Mona Lisa,
a painting that's worth about $1 million.
Teeth in here
in Russia. Well, there's a security guard who, on his first day, he was a little bored, Patrick. So he decided to modify a painting a little bit. The original is on the left, and on the right you can see his additions to the painting, where he drew little eyes.
He made the heads bigger. Oh wait, no, he zoomed in.
No, yeah, Patrick is zoomed in. No, he drew some little eyes on there. Not quite googly eyes. That'd be unprofessional.
Did he darken them?
No, just little circles.
But if you look on the original, you can see outlines of eyes.
No, you can't.
Sure, you can.
No, you're just imagining things.
Shut up.
No, you shut up.
This is a true story. Well, now I can see it.
Yeah, visual bit. 40 minutes in. No, he decided to go through with a ballpoint pen and just put circles where the eyes are. I was like, there, fixed it.
See their eyes. Let's darken them up a bit.
He's a 60-year-old security guard that was his first day, just kind of walk around bored. It's like, this is not like Night at the Museum. This is none of these things have come to life. Maybe if I add some eyes on this guy. Yeah, it's
I want to like walk by and like have it like follow me, and it's not doing it because it doesn't.
Yeah, look when it's got eyes, it keeps everywhere you go, it keeps looking at you.
What was it in Ghostbusters 2? It's like, oh, I know his problem. He's suffering from Carpathian kitten loss. Let's put a little kitten right here next to the castle.
You do not mess with Vigo.
There's Vigo. No, I'll tell you, Carpathian kitten loss still the best name for a band ever.
Yeah, what kind of music do they make?
Probably like some like goth rock.
Yeah. The painting was on loan from Moscow State Tretyakov Gallery.
Oh, great. They piss off the Russians.
Well, this happened in Russia.
Oh, okay.
It was on exhibit at the Yeltsin Center in Yekaterinburg, Russia.
Mm.
You know, it's their Michigan.
Okay. The whole fucking
I'm pretty sure.
The whole country's Michigan.
I'm pretty sure. And another thing I'm pretty sure about.
It looked like Mitten too.
Ooh, but with eyes. Something else that I'm pretty sure about is there's a wee bit of a ridiculous story, which, you know.
Well, let's not start now.
I know, right? So this is from Midland Public Schools. The superintendent, Michael E. Sharo, had to go on Facebook to address rumors because a rumor got spread that litter boxes were provided within the student restrooms for those who identify themselves as furries. He had to clarify, let me be clear in this communication. There is no truth whatsoever to this false statement accusation. There has never been litter boxes within MPS schools. It is a source of disappointment that I felt the necessity to communicate this message to you. There's a video of the school board meeting. A parent expresses their concerns over a unisex bathroom that had a litter box for the kids who identify as cats, saying, "I'm really disturbed by that. You know, I want to do some more investigation on that." What the fuck are you talking about?
Really, PI? What are you gonna do? Walk in and go, anybody in here a furry?
Y'all peeing in the sand? Is you peeing?
Now here's the question.
In the sand.
How many? Well, first of all, this is Midland. Is this Texas?
It just hold on. Where'd it go? Michigan.
Oh, it's in Michigan. I got a lot of Michigan going on.
Hey man, when you're stupid, you're stupid.
Well, then I get that, because the idea about being a furry in Michigan, because it gets cold, like you're gonna want to wear it. But like, how many kids? My first question as a parent, I would say, listen, how many students here identify as a furry? And then if there were like 3, I'd be like, fuck, really?
That's disappointing.
That is something. But all right. I mean, the idea though that like, I just would love to see like how that got like how that rumor got planted. Like,
oh, you want to know how?
Yeah.
Michigan GOP co-chair Michonne Maddock mentioned the controversy on her official Facebook page, stating, "Kids who identify as furries get a litter box in the school bathroom.
See, parents, some fucking moron.
Parents heroes will take back our schools."
Somebody, yeah, it doesn't even have to be. It doesn't even have to be real.
No, like, it doesn't have to be, because it's clearly not.
They say it, and then they say it, and then everybody goes, "Oh, did you hear what I read?"
Yeah, this is totally true story. I just heard there's litter boxes in the schools.
I had somebody say to me, like, this was right after the whole Alec Baldwin thing. They go, "Oh, I heard Alec Baldwin was arrested, and they found child porn on his phone." And I said, "Where?" And I said,
On
what do
his
you mean
phone,
where?
duh.
I go, where did you read that? Because I have news alerts on my phone. I have the AP Wire and I have CNN. I go, where? Where did you read that? And she's like looking, and I'm like, you sure you read it? You sure you didn't read it on nothing? Like,
did you read it on your own Facebook timeline where you posted it?
Right. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that that's not. I go, I'm not. I don't doubt that it was posted, but I don't know if I'm like. But if you can't point me to like a real, and it can't be like wackadoo shit people say.org, like
Radar of the Truth
if the word freedom is in the title, then chances are it's not really gonna,
Yeah.
it's not a real.
It's not gonna land that well with the homies.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep that as one of my sources. Nobody's ever been like, oh, well, what'd you use to source that? Well, I used the New York Times and Freedom Watchers. It's like
there's not big of a Venn diagram of their overlapping stories.
Yeah, they pretty much just get to say shit, like, and then hope that nobody calls them on it. It's like Marjorie Taylor Greene, that wackadoo. Talk about she referred to Capitol Police as gazpacho police.
Hey man, someone's got to regulate the cold soup industry.
I know. Thank God, it's about time.
You know what else is about time?
What?
That we got a new ending to Fight Club. Thankfully, China came through when they put it on their streaming platform, Tencent Video. They changed
the ending to Fight Club.
They changed it to obviously a more realistic and satisfying ending. All right, so the original one, the narrator proceeds with killing off Tyler Durden, but then the exploding buildings and blah 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 blah, suggesting the character's plan to bring down modern civilization is going forward. China's like, listen, I appreciate what you've done with that, but I'm gonna do a little tweak of it. So in this one, narrator still kills off Tyler Durden, but the exploding building scene is then replaced with a black screen with the words, "The police rapidly figured out the whole plan and arrested all criminals, successfully preventing the bomb from exploding." It then goes on to add that Tyler, which is a figment of the narrator's imagination, was sent to a lunatic asylum for psychological treatment and then was later discharged.
Wow. You know why? You know why they did that?
Why?
Because China's like, shit, like, this could be really bad. At least America's like, yeah, dude, if somebody was like gonna try that, like, that'd be something.
Could you believe? It'd be crazy.
China's government. The thing about China's government is vastly outnumbered. Like, one of the things, like they
talking about. China's got like 60, 70 people in it.
That's right. They hold on to their power by a thread. But it's hilarious too how Hollywood, when they cater to that stuff, like how they really want distribution in Hollywood. One of my favorites is always the movie The Martian, and how they were like, oh, our rocket, we had a problem with our rocket, but China has one, and they're willing to loan us theirs. Thank you, China. And that's just like, put something in about China being super cool, so they'll like,
oh, we should distribute this.
I mean, that's essentially what that whole last part of the season about South Park was like, when he went to China, and Mickey Mouse was in jail, and it was just, yeah.
I mean, as I haven't watched South Park in a while.
Oh my God.
I know, but I haven't watched anything. There's been a baby crying almost the entire podcast. I don't know if you've been hearing it.
No.
She is not having a fun time right now.
Well, she wants some cheese or something.
I mean, she got yogurt today for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
So she might be jonesing for it. She's like, I need more. Oh my God.
Comes down, Jen's being held by knife point.
Give me the craft single. I'm like, you could talk? She's like, I'm holding a knife. I'm like,
this whole time.
Your dexterity is great. I already know. I never noticed that the way you play with your blocks. But you're talking. That's Fantastic.
This whole time, I just haven't had anything to say.
Give me the cards, fat man. Ooh, those are mine. I need that for my lunch.
Yeah.
So, just gonna have to stab her. Oh, you know what? It's enough to make you want to blow up the world.
No doubt.
No, Patrick, we're gonna
do.
Dolly Parton has once again proven to be
the best human being ever.
Just the fucking best person ever. So Dollywood Parks and Resorts announced that it's going to going forward, it's going to cover 100% of tuition, fees, and books for any employee. I'm talking like full-time, part-time, seasonal employees, and it's available for you on day one of employment. Because she got such a strong belief in like education and making people be better.
Yeah.
The program officially launches February 24th. Like I said, for all seasonal, part-time, and full-time employees at Dollywood Parks and Resorts. Hosts can enroll in the program on their first day of employment. You like other places you walk in, it's like maybe after 90 days you get some kind of thing. Other ones it's like, well, after a year you can start accruing vacation time. They're like, no, fuck that. You walk in the door, you're gonna learn if you want. Eugene Naughton, the president of the Dollywood Company, said, "Our goal at Dollywood Parks and Resort is to provide the best possible experience for both our guests and our hosts. We know when our hosts are happy and feel cared for, that they're going to pass that along to our guests. The creation of the program allows another avenue for us to take care of our hosts. One of the Dollywood Foundation's key tenets is to learn more. This program is created with that very tenet in mind. We want our hosts to develop themselves through advanced learning to fulfill the foundation's other tenets: care more, dream more, and be more." These people coming out here with these fucking positive aspects and trying to better people.
My friend Katie was a singer in her show for the longest time up at Dollywood, and she's like, she could have been, she's like the nicest human being in the world.
Yeah.
You know, she walk in, she's like, "Hi, everybody." You know, it's just like, you know, more often than not, they're just like, "Don't talk to the principal, just let her, you know, do her thing," and blah, 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 everything like that. She'd walk in, she'd, you know, "Hey, gals, what's everyone talking about?" You know, just really, really super nice. Not to mention, she gave $1 million to vaccine research.
Yeah, and her book program, where it just gives free books to children.
Yeah,
like you get, I think it's like one book a month or something like that, and it's fucking worldwide now. Like I think we literally did a Ray of Light story about
the books, right?
About the books. What was that, like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, something like that? It was like she just stays winning with being such a good goddamn person.
Yeah.
If only, oh my god, everyone would fucking take
everybody be like Dolly. Everybody be like Dolly Parton.
Everyone.
And she just had a birthday, and then she always, like, one of my favorite things, she's always like, I'm gonna pose half naked just to be like, I still got it, you know. And you're like, what a cool old lady. And you're giving tuition, and you're giving books.
She's like, be more. Here's some titty.
Right.
Because I'm gonna be more revealing.
Right.
Yeah, they offer seasonal, part-time, and full-time hosts more than 100 fully funded diploma, degree, and certificate programs across 30 learning partners, including programs in high-demand fields such as business administration and leadership, culinary, finance, technology, and marketing. Additionally, the company will provide partial funding up to $5,250 a year for 150 additional programs in fields, including hospitality, engineering, human resources, and art design.
Well, it's because, especially with the way jobs are now, because people are like talking about how, like, we had this massive walkout on jobs and everything like that. But as people are,
hadn't heard that.
They're also, well, they're also they're not. It's not even a matter of them just quitting to quit. These people are upgrading because they're like, fine, you won't give me this, then I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm necessary. You know, and that's all it takes. So
it's like we're on the cusp of like a major event happening.
I think so.
I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad, but there is something major.
Well, I don't know. I think it's I don't know. I don't know. You want it to be good. You hope it's good, but no matter luck.
But then you remember, people. Ugh.
I watched the morning show. I watched like the second season. What?
I don't know.
Jennifer Aniston, Steve Carell, Reese Witherspoon. Pretty good show. But the last season was the entire build up to COVID, and like watching it now shows exactly how fucking dumb we all were. Like, because they're doing it from, well, still are some of us, but from the standpoint of like this build up to it, and you're just like, oh my god, you know, like just one person going, I'm just wearing a mask, but it's okay, and you're like, no, everybody, put them on, don't go in there. But yeah, you know, so I don't know, knowing our luck, who knows, but yeah, hopefully there's like a major, I think it's just like a major like business like reorganization, because I think there's some people that are getting it, and there's some people that are just like, no, we're still holding on to the way it is. We're trying to screw the worker, or they're trying to manipulate the worker, but sooner or later the worker's just going to go, no.
There's gonna be a lot of chains that are suddenly gonna shrink in numbers if they don't massively change their business model.
Well, my favorite was, I saw like it was like a video of a person. She's like playing both characters. She's like, yeah. So this is my. I'm telling you about the time that I put in for my time off, and then like the person comes back really quickly and goes, okay, just let me know the reason that you want off, and then the person goes, because I don't want to be here that day, and he's like, right, but you know, you have a specific reason for needing the time off. Because I have the days to use, and I'm going to use them. Like, I don't need to tell you. I don't need to tell you. Like, I don't need you to okay my life. Like, you know, that's a big change. You know, it's just like, even like a lot of the people that took sick days and paid time off and just put them together. It's like, you have all this sick time, you have all this stuff. Do whatever you want with it. If you have it, I don't care.
And then you get teachers having to share sick days for someone that's like out getting cancer treatment. It's like,
right.
Ooh, could you spare a couple of your sick days because they ran out?
Right.
Cool. Anyway, sweet bummer to the end of the show.
Well, so we're going to find us online.
You find us individually on Twitter at Patrick Newsom42.
That's me.
At Hungry's a Bear. That's me. Follow the entire DVM production empire at the DVMPE. Find the video version of this podcast on Facebook and YouTube by searching for Stupid Talking Stupid. And the audio version is being uploaded, I swears it, to all major platforms, iTunes, Spotify, everything like that. Find everything about the podcast at www.stupidstalkingstupid.com.
And they can find everything else at dvmp.com. So anyway, that's going to do it for this week for Stupid Talking Stupid. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
We'll talk to you later.
I'm a worthless painting.